left. What are the questions when this ends we wish we would have asked? Because we were sitting there discussing this. I want to say it. I think Trump pulls this out. Evidence of fraud comes out, and I think he is the 45th president in his second term. I'm going to go on a limb, even though it's a long shot. I'm just going to bet on the future.
I don't think that's a possibility because of Mitch McConnell.
Really?
Mitch McConnell is not going to fight for Trump. That's why. Mitch McConnell...
Because he wants the power.
Yeah,
because if he controls the Senate, he's really the president.
Mitch McConnell is perfectly happy with Joe Biden in the White House.
Very smart statement. Go ahead and make that...
Well,
Well, you're right, because he'll be the president. He'll be the president if Trump isn't.
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell will have all of the control for the Republicans, but that's only if they win Georgia.
I mean,
it's now 50 senators, so
yeah. So
even if it's 50-50,
you got to override the vice president,
right? Well, if it's 50-50, then the tie goes to the vice president.
Yeah, but I'm saying I also think Mitch McConnell, it'll be easier for Mitch McConnell, given their personalities, to work with Joe Biden than to work with Donald Trump.
Yep. Well, the establishment loves the establishment.
Of course.
Trump is not a Republican, and they don't like him. They never did.
And I don't think Mitch McConnell will be too averse
So
to
look
these
at the
wars.
left rejecting the Maverick. I mean, you said we went about Trump. They're literally saying they're the resistance as we started the show, and they're rejecting the Maverick. It's pathetic.
We're all going to be laughing when we have to wear those hats all the time.
What happens to Trump if he
the
is
pink ones are
removed?
going to make it mandatory?
Hold on. What does Trump do
hat.
if Trump steps down in 69 days? Where does he go? What does he do?
You know it's going to be great, and he is going to be the best person on earth to keep the Republican Party accountable through his Twitter. And I do not think I disagree. You know better than me. If I could bet money that if I was right and you're wrong, I'd bet money on you. But I do not agree that they're going to ban him from Twitter.
You might be right. And I'll tell you why. Twitter was losing users before Trump became president, hopped on Twitter.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, Twitter became relevant. All these media companies love and need Trump. So I'll tell you this. I see all these people saying Trump's going to prison once he leaves.
Yeah, just like Hillary.
No, they're not going to. Yeah, exactly. They are going to make sure they make Trump very, very loud and very, very comfortable.
And powerless, in a sense. Political powerless.
Politically, but they're talking about he would be a kingmaker. He would endorse candidates. They want him to have influence to such a degree where they can complain about him.
Yes.
And Trumpism.
Exactly.
But not that he will actually interfere with their plans.
They want to control Trumpism.
Yes.
Yes. Or caricature.
Can you imagine how dizzy your plants are?
Yeah, this plant's just been spinning the whole time.
This poor thing.
It's not spinning
always
that much.
spinning toward freedom.
That's right.
So if Twitter were to ban Trump, they would become irrelevant overnight.
Yeah.
And that's the worrying thing too, is if Trump does not have any kind of position of authority or influence after all this, Twitter's in trouble, the media's in trouble. I read an article from Variety today where it said, it was funny, it was like cable news networks may see a post-Trump bump seeking a new audience. And I'm like, is that a joke? Their ratings are going to plummet.
They're not a joke. They're delusional.
Yes.
They believe. That's what's terrible. That's amazing. They really thought that they're in a movie and Trump is the head vampire, and they kill the head vampire. He loses the election, and everyone shuts up and goes home and goes away. And the fact that you have Don Lemon, the fact that you had many of these other media personalities saying, "All right, stop calling us the enemy," because even these boomer cons, who I'd totally written off, are like, "You guys are all liars. You're full of crap. We're not going to listen to you anymore." They did not expect this to happen.